I'm BJ Fowler.
I'm Gavin Butler.
And I'm Grace Bundenberger, and we're going to be talking a little bit about modular housing and its pros and cons. So what is modular housing? Modular housing is a method for housing construction that differs from the norm in that the houses are manufactured off-site and transported in sections. These sections are then assembled and attached to the foundation on-site. One of the many modular housing applications is the diverse, affordable housing options because of the significant reduction in costs that can occur from a customized home. Also, modular housing can be used to maximize space efficiency because of its ease and constructability in small spaces. Modular homes can also be tailored to be energy efficient and popular luxury homes. One of the many strengths of modular housing is the cost savings. These are the result of reduced on-site delays, all inspections being completed in the factory, and completed streamlined, efficient processes. In comparison to regular homes, modular houses cost 50% less per square foot and total cost savings of up to 20 to 35% after installation. In addition, modular homes are priced equally with traditional homes and are easily customizable to each buyer's needs. I'm going to pass it off to BJ Fowler.
So while there are many strengths in the modular housing industry, there's also several areas of weakness. One of the big ones is the restricted ability to use different materials within the structure. You're tied into using timber framing, eliminating options such as stone and brick, which would provide a different aesthetic as well as more durability and fire resistance. Another limiting factor is the transportation of the house from the factory to the site, as large distances or hard to access sites can create a cross-prohibitive element to the modular housing option for building in many areas. One of the greatest strengths is the cost savings in the initial construction, but some of those cost savings are eaten up with the installation of the house, as the complicated, difficult process of installing the house on site can eat into a lot of that benefit. Now, while there are a lot of weaknesses, there's also a lot of opportunities for growth going into the future with modular housing. One of the new developments in the industry is using the modular housing techniques in apartment buildings, which is something that can be further explored and developed going into the future, as well as looking at some of the weaknesses that are currently there. There's a lot of opportunity to expand on those, to turn those into strengths, with being able to develop different materials, as well as improving the transportation and installation methods to eliminate those inefficiencies that come when they leave the factory, to carry over that manufacturing efficiency into the other areas of modular housing. So even though there's a lot of really cool opportunities going into the future with modular housing, there's also some things that stand as threats that could prevent those opportunities from coming about. One of the biggest ones is the modular housing is traditionally not very well built, and so it creates issues with lifespan, and it creates issues with safety with wind. However, the modular houses of today have made great strides of improvement on that in order to prevent those from being an issue. However, the public perception is still that these houses are not safe and not long-lasting. So combating that public perception can be a challenge, as well as combating the perception of contractors and developers, the people who are actually building these houses, convincing them to branch out from what they're comfortable with into a new area that they aren't really sure how to approach. So encouraging that can be a challenge and could be a threat to the growth and expansion of modular housing going forward. So I'll turn things over to Gavin, who's going to talk about where modular housing is at right now.
All right, so modular housing, the industry has grown recently, and because of that, it has allowed different styles of homes to be built. So one of the newer features in modular housing is created a vaulted ceiling, which is kind of like making a little point at the top, and open concept gathering areas, kind of like a foyer or a living room. And with these improvements, modular homes have become more energy efficient than traditional houses because they provide better insulation and better air quality. And because modular homes are made with wood, fire safety is a big concern. So ways to prevent that are having all combustible materials in a site that is far away from any sources of heat, and in case there is a fire, make sure you have a large number of windows, doors, or escape routes to make sure that everyone in the house can leave safely. Wind safety, it is important, but actually modular homes are safer than traditional homes because of their increased wood content. They have up to 20% more wood than a traditional home, which makes them better suited for the wind. So the trends in modular housing, the amount of modular homes are growing over the years. As you can see, in 4 years it grew by more than 50%. It's more prevalent in the South because they're not as worried about snow and tornadoes, which could ruin their house. And it's very popular in the lower income brackets, so 80% of incomes below $50,000 have modular homes, and then 55% of all modular homes are with incomes below $35,000. And so what does modular housing do to the construction industry? So with more affordable housing options, people are going to want to move farther out from cities, so into more suburban and rural areas, and that will mean contractors will need to be able to go farther distances to be able to build the houses for their clients. And as the manufacturing industry grows, the modular housing industry grows too, because it allows their processes to become faster and make their homes cheaper. And so since they're not building the house on the site anymore, contractors will need to adapt into how they're going to do work. One option is to move into more municipal districts, or the other option is to train their employees on how to assemble and install modular homes effectively and safely. So Grace, BJ, and I told you about modular housing, its pros and cons, and how it affects the construction industry. If you'd like to learn more, check out these links on this slide. Thank you.